You weren't waiting on me. You weren't waiting on me.
The clown for the day.
I'm waiting on you.
Yo, we live, yo. We live, yo. All right, look, this is an impromptu 2021, 2020 fantasy bowlers, cream of the crop, fantasy league, draft recap. I got the panel on the line. I got Roddy Rod in the building. Heem in the building. Earn in the building. Got Onk in the building. And Lavelle in the building. Yo. So let's get right into it, man. Yo. Aaron, what's up with the auto draft, yo?
Hey, man, we was ready, man. Had some other stuff popping, so there wasn't no time stopping for drafting, but we was prepared. Did our research, had put our program together, and shit. I mean, we came up with exactly what we wanted, so we feel good.
What?
We came out exactly what we wanted, so we feel good.
Okay. All right. Let's go over the roster real quick. All right, so Terry Rozier, Markel Fultz, Ricky Rubio, Tim Hardaway Jr., T.J. Warren, Dylan Brooks, Draymond Green, Capella, Larry Nance, Joe Harris, Bradley Beal, Paul George, and Natasha. What y'all think? Oh, what you think?
Well, look. Let me say it like this real quick. Let me pull up some material for you. That's where we at with it nowadays. All right, so boom. So right now I'm looking, right? So let's even say if cats, because I hear rumblings even when I ain't around. My ear always to the street. You know what I mean? I'm from the hood, so I know how to find out information. Like so let's say cats had something to say about Dylan Brooks, right?
Yep.
I had this dude, you know what I mean, core piece for my team last year. One of the reasons why I made the playoffs and I was a higher seed, I think, over Onk, even though I was injury riddled all the way up and down, but that's another story for another day. But then when I look at other guys that was either drafted, and I won't get into the specifics, but when I look at other guys that was either drafted before, slightly before, or slightly after Brooks, and no knock on no other GMs, but these guys were either just as good or not as good as Brooks. So let me see. Brooks got taken in the 7th round. I see Darius Baisley. Who's that guy? I see Eric Bledsoe. Is Eric Bledsoe really better than Brooks? Their numbers look the same if you look up the numbers. I see Mikal Bridges. Who's that dude? Is his numbers better than Brooks from last year? I see Kyle Kuzma. Who's Kyle Kuzma? He averaged 12 points last year. But we talking about Dylan Brooks? Really?
Yo,
like, come on. Let's stop.
Hold on.
Can I go first?
Hold on.
Let me reply right quick. Dylan Brooks is a good pick. I think, knowing you, if you was drafting, personally, you would have still got Dylan Brooks. You might have got him a little bit later.
But if you look at my list, that's why I put the list on the message board for y'all. If you look at my list, I pre-rank. I go in. What I've been doing for the last 3 years, I go in and I erase Yahoo's rank and I make my own 150.
Right.
So if you look, Markel Fultz is at the top of my list. Dylan Brooks was like 7 on my list. You know what I mean? So I rank my guys according to what I think. I don't go by Yahoo or none of that.
No, me either. Me either.
So then when it got put in place and then I couldn't make the draft, I was confident that I would still get the picks that I wanted or targeted to some degree. I didn't get everybody I wanted, but whoever does.
Hold on, let me ask you this. Dylan Brooks averaged 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, barely 1 steal, and shot 40% from the field. You got him in the 7th round, right?
Where did Baisley go?
Over T.J. Warren.
Where did Baisley go? I still ended up with T.J. Warren. Where did Baisley go? Where did Baisley go? Where did Eric Bledsoe go? Where Eric Bledsoe go?
Can I answer it now?
Where Eric Bledsoe go?
Hold up. First of all, you're a Steelers fan, right?
All day.
All right, I'm gonna take it easy on you just because you're a Steelers fan, okay?
I appreciate it.
The love right there.
I appreciate it.
But guess what? Baisley, I'm willing to bet cash dollars will finish way ahead of that bum. Okay?
What you want to put 50 on it?
Whatever you want, make it light on yourself.
You want to put 50 on it?
Make it light
what
on
y'all doing? ADP?
You want to put 50 on the side bet?
Pick it light on yourself.
You want to put, we'll put 50 on the side bet. We'll put 50 on the, we'll put 50 on the side bet.
All right, you got it.
I'll take that bet. I'll take it. Because I'm
right.
Is it ADP?
Your squad is straight trash. If you hit that shit on your own, you better blow that shit out. Because you ain't smoking real weed, you smoking synthetic weed. Okay? That's real talk. That's some bullshit. Don't try to justify that bullshit. That's bullshit.
You barely had any picks, and one of your first, you took Baisley.
Yeah, I know talent.
All right, okay, all right then. Enough said. I'll put that up against your squad any day.
I know talent when
I'll put that up against your squad any day, any day.
Yo, if you smell my squad, I'ma quit.
Hey, look, any day. I'm gonna look up which week we play each other. I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna make sure they prepare for a special ass whooping just for you.
I will blow your ass out.
A special ass whooping just for you.
Get out of here with that bullshit.
You coming at me with Baisley.
Yep. All y'all gonna eat that dust.
Stop.
I know what I'm doing.
Stop. Let me go look at your squad real quick.
Let's
go to Let's go to
Pass my laptop.
Man, what you think? Man, what you think? What you think of that Dylan Brooks pick versus the Baisley?
I feel like Roddy, man, he could have took that pick a little later. But
I said that about Baisley too. Uncle took Baisley.
They both could have probably took those picks later.
Yeah.
Yo, you watch Baisley. Only thing I'll stop I don't think he can do it.
I'm just saying, when you look at the numbers and look at all the guys picked around him, not just Baisley, I ain't gonna pick on Baisley. Like I said, Bledsoe. I said Mikal Bridges. Like his numbers just as good. They just as good.
Man, Baisley's number is weak.
Hey,
Kyle Kuzma. You talk about. So was Kuz? Let me ask you this. So was Kuz taken too early? Or does Kuz have the name because he played in LA? He got the name, so he cool.
He got taken too early. He got taken too early.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, let me just make this point real quick. Where did Kuz go?
In the 8th.
In the 8th round, right? So at the end of the day, this is how I feel personally. These 6 people on the line, and a couple other people, we got like high expectations of GM. So I know Ern as a GM, I don't think you would put Dylan Brooks if you was in here drafting that in the 7th round. He might have been
not just because that's my man. Hey, Heen, tell them what the discussion was going in.
I tried to tell him, man. I said
I even thought about throwing back Capella or Draymond and keeping Brooks. I thought about throwing back Capella or Draymond. I just didn't want to take a chance of losing the big because of the fact I ain't got too many to start off with. So I chose to keep Capella and Draymond and throw Brooks back out there. But I said I'm gonna snatch him as soon as I get the chance to. I'm not gonna wait on it.
So how is he your guy? What did he do? Like last year, that was so great. Like
he held us on, no doubt. No doubt, he held us on. Like we don't sneak in the AC without it. Him and Paschal held us on.
No,
I wasn't going to bring Paschal back because of the fact that I got Draymond, and Paschal's role is going to be limited going into this year. You talking about a young Memphis team. Like I told him, I think he's probably the best scorer on that team. John Morant's the most talented, but he's probably the best scorer. John Morant's the best finisher.
What about Brandon Clark this year?
What about him?
You wouldn't say he's a better prospect than Dylan Brooks?
In my estimation, I don't think I don't think so. Not from the position they play.
Fantasy wise, that's all I'm saying. Like fantasy wise, like I hear you with
not for my team.
I hear you with Dylan Brooks, but you making it look like he a key part.
Not for my team.
Like Luka, Bill, and Paul George had a lot to do with you making that playoff. He was an added piece.
Get your cousin.
Nah, I mean, you say that, but you forget. Like I didn't have George for like the first month of the season. I ain't have Capella or Draymond all year long. Boom. I ended up getting rid of Terrence Ross a little too early. That ended up coming back to bite me. I ended up getting rid of Jordan Clarkson a little too early. It ended up coming back to bite me.
So Dillon Brooks carried you to the playoffs.
I didn't say he carried me. I said it was a key piece. I didn't say he carried me. It's two different things. Look at the roster: Satoransky, Herman Gomez, Paschal, Jordan Poole. I didn't have like no world beaters.
So let me ask you this just real quick. So would you take the 16, 3, and 2, one steal, you know what I mean, shoot 40% from the field?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you take something that's like 18, 2, 3 assists, one steal, almost three points a game, 3 threes a game, 46 from the field?
I'm taking the upside.
What upside?
Who is that?
That's Evan Fournier. I got him in the 10th, 9th round. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're getting those same type of value. You could have got. Nobody was getting Dillon Brooks that early. Like,
no,
that's
my whole point. Like I said, I'm taking the upside though. I mean, you can do what you want for Fournier, but I'm not a Fournier guy anyway. So I mean, that don't.
Where was Fournier on your list?
I'm a numbers guy.
Fournier on my list. Fournier on my list was around like 32, something like that.
So what upside does Dillon Brooks really have, like outside of scoring?
That's the upside. That's the upside. That he could be another dude on the squad that could possibly turn into a 20-point guy. No different than Fultz. No different than Markelle Fultz. No different than Fultz. No different than
Fultz. Hold on. So you got Dillon Brooks, Tim Hardaway Jr., Joe Harris. They're virtually the same guy.
Yeah, but they all play. Joe Harris and Tim Hardaway, and even
they're the same guy.
I can't think of his name nowadays, but they're playing for a spot though. They're not going. None of them dudes is roster. They're playing for a spot. Whoever emerges.
Joe Harris. Oh, for your team.
Yeah, they're playing for a spot because I don't know what's going on in Brooklyn, with KD and Kyrie. I don't know what's going on necessarily with Tim Hardaway, with Josh Richardson being in Dallas now. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he goes back to a lesser role or he maintains the same role he did last year. Like it's not proven yet. So those are guys that have to play their way in. And if not, we got to list the other guys that they'll be replaced pretty quick.
You ain't got nothing to say, Val? What you say? You was going to say something?
This is what I think. I look at it like this. I felt like he redeemed himself with the Warren pick. So it was kind of like that balanced it out for me. So I was okay with that because I knew how he felt about Dillon Brooks. That's his guy.
Why you laughing?
What's wrong with y'all?
What Uncle say?
I said, hope y'all sound crazy as hell, man.
The same dude that grabbed Baisley.
I felt like Warren.
The same dude that grabbed Baisley.
DJ Warren gonna balance some shit out. He hurt.
The same dude that grabbed Baisley.
Yeah. Well, as he played, when he played.
The same dude that's relying on Shake Milton.
You gonna hear Baisley all.
The same dude that's relying on Shake Milton. The same dude relying on Shake Milton.
All year long, you gonna hear Baisley.
Oh, Shake Milton got a lot of upside.
That's
Come on now.
The same dude that I mean, but it ain't like he a world beater. He ain't killing it like that. Like I mean, you talking about guys that's equivalent.
Okay.
Like
I got an eye.
At the end of the day,
we got to bet. Who's going to be the better fantasy player?
I had an eye.
Baisley or Brooks? That's the bet.
Yep.
And you see what he did the other night. Yep, that.
Yep.
Hey, Ern, quick question. Why the hell you have Kobe White on your list and he wasn't available?
Huh?
Why you have Kobe White on your list and he wasn't available?
Because you took him last minute and I didn't change it.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Just
y'all made them last minute moves. You and C's.
They waited till the last
day. So brother Ern.
Yeah.
How you feel about your bigs?
I went back to the drawing board. I'll figure that out as the season go on. I went back to what we do. Like I'll figure that out as we go.
I
ain't even gonna sweat it.
I ain't gonna front.
Because you know what?
He don't like him. He don't like Clint.
I'm not.
I wasn't gonna this is how I looked at it. If I can't get who I want, I'm not going to just take somebody just for the sake. I'll wait and find somebody. Like, I'm not just going to take somebody just for the sake. I got it. I knew coming in, like, about the time I got a chance to really pick all the bigs that I even had my eye on was really going to be gone. So, I mean, there was no need to even rush that. Like, I'd rather just put my picks somewhere else.
Well, he got de facto big and Luka. Luka give him 10 boards.
I'm putting a lot of stress on Draymond. Draymond got to go back to the pre-KD Draymond. He got to go back to that guy.
We ain't seen that, and like he wasn't.
That's a lot to ask Draymond.
He wasn't pre-KD when KD was on the team.
Not saying pre-KD Draymond.
Pre-KD, yeah, he would win.
He could have did that last year with no stuff, no play, no nothing.
Oh, nah. I don't count last year, man. Draymond ain't no number one. He ain't no one. He need other guys to take attention off of him. I agree. I ain't saying he couldn't, but
no.
So let me ask you this: are you willing to trade with the roster you got? You willing to make deals?
No.
You know we always entertain. Like that don't stop entertaining.
We already know what your trade's gonna be like. Yeah, right.
Hey man, if you start giving me some of that love you give everybody else, maybe we get something.
Good luck.
And on a more serious note, everything good with you?
Yes, everything good.
Everything
good. Yeah. We straight.
That's all. I was more worried. I was more worried about for real outside of this to make sure.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought you was frustrated because of the game. I was frustrated too.
Oh nah. I knew we was going. Hey yo, I knew we was going to take some lumps and some losses. I just rather get it out the way now before the playoffs start. Like,
yeah,
when the money on the line.
We'll huddle up next week for Cincinnati.
Yeah, we'll be up.
All right, so Ern's off the hot seat now. You on it?
You
on the hot seat now.
And I got his team up right here.
I'm good.
No, I mean, since he brought up Daisy, it's only right. Y'all got the bet. So y'all bring it. All right.
I got
look, on his face went like this.
Yeah.
I got complete confidence in Basie. Period. If the coach playing, that's 20-8 all fucking day.
Oh my god, yeah, this is crazy.
All day.
So what was you thinking when you saw Bailey sitting there?
All right, so look.
What was I thinking?
Yeah.
I wanted to grab it. I had my eye on Basie since last year.
Well, thank you then.
I want to know. Time out. I want to know about the Oubre pick. What made you grab Oubre with the number 2 pick?
Jones want to know why you grabbed.
I wanted Oubre and Basie. I got both of them early. I got what I wanted early, man. That's it. I ain't want to make you guys get them first. And Basie gonna be a future keeper.
Baisley?
Ain't Siakam the keeper right there? Is Siakam the keeper? Is Siakam the keeper?
Yeah, he on somebody too.
Okay, Basie's on that same level and probably better. I said it here first.
So Basie's the future keeper.
Yep.
All right. So you said the Oubre pick. I know a lot of people on the Oubre.
Oh, I know. I went young this year for a team.
All right, so look, you picked Oubre, Malcolm Brogdon, Baisley, Bertans, Shake Milton, Goran Dragic, Terrence Ross, and Luke Kennard. You got rid of them.
Yeah, I got rid of them. I was watching the game. I told y'all that.
Dropping dudes already.
Yo, I dropped them. I didn't even want them. I was watching the game, pissed off. I ain't gonna lie. I told y'all that when I said
So what you think? What you think about that, he?
What's the last few picks again?
They bench guys. They're not even on my squad no more. They bench guys.
Well, who you feeling with? I like the one guy. I was gonna get that one boy you picked up.
Halliburton?
Yes.
That's what I wanted.
Yes. I was gonna get
him. I got the white boy from San Antonio.
Okay, I was definitely gonna get the boy from Sac for sure, but you picked him, so I was like, oh man, so I went and got the other boy.
Going young this year, man.
Yeah, that was a good pickup.
Yeah, I took the pick I wanted. He took that
I
pick.
wanted him too.
They'll be available in about 2 weeks after they shine. Beasley will be available after he shines.
Who?
What you feel about Onk's team?
I can't say a whole lot about Onk's team. I mean, he got a lot of scoring. Let's say he picked some guys. I mean, I like the Derek White pick. I was actually looking at Derek White. He was somewhere on my list. I can't remember exactly where. I was kind of looking at Bertans from afar. But I like Onk's team, man. I can't say much about Onk's team. I mean, we'll see what Oubre do. Beasley, I don't think he'll do much of nothing, but he got faith in it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, his guards.
Who's his guard?
I'm not looking at his top guys. I'm just looking at like Shake Milton, Gordon Dragic,
You got Brogdon,
Derek White, and Halliburton. Well, yeah. But I'm thinking like his top three. I mean, he got 7 of them. Like, damn. Like,
yep.
He might have to try to get himself a suitable wing because I can see. Well, I can see Oubre being his only wing because I can see Beasley being in the waiver in 2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
So,
that's the David Lee this year.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris. That's the David Lee this year.
Yeah. So if he drops him out there, that leaves him one small forward. So that means he's going to be trying to wheel and deal or do something to try to get a small forward. But other than that, I think I'm pretty decent.
I think Uncle playoff team.
Yeah.
What you think?
Bring it on me, huh? Yeah, I think he'll playoff team. I agree.
Is he top 5, Bill?
I can't really speak on who's top 5, man. Bro, he ain't top 5 for madness, man. Is he top 5? What you think?
Top 5 or not? I'm defending champ. I know what I got.
Oh God!
Man, he keep doing that, yo. Come on, that was 2 years ago.
He's on last year.
You can't get that no more. No,
the championship is vacated right now, man.
It ain't.
Yes, it is.
Still mine. You got to beat me. Ain't nobody champ till y'all beat me.
Let's move on. All right, let's go on to C-Code, man. Because C-Code, he resurrected after the draft, so
yeah. He had a great
draft. He resurrected after the draft. He put the Undertaker.
He real happy. He real happy right now. He ain't a lot of land.
He had Dennis Schroeder, DeJounte Murray, Gordon Hayward, Covington, Norman Powell, Chris Boucher, Elfrid Payton, and Kevin Huerter. He said he couldn't believe he was talking. He said he couldn't believe y'all left him Gordon Hayward.
Well, he'll be hurt in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But other than that, he got a great draft. No front.
What's so great about it?
Said he had a focus.
So great about it for him. That's the best I've ever seen him draft since I've been in the league.
Let me make this clear. For him to say he's focused, stop talking, he picked the same guys that was on the team from last year. He didn't keep the focus on that. You picked Kevin Huerter, who is that a great pick, yo?
No.
But for him it was.
Not this year.
For him it was.
Exactly.
No, how?
Elfrid Payton ain't a great pick.
Elfrid Payton.
Thank you.
That's not a great pick.
It's not
with Rivers there.
Jones, that was a great draft, man. Come on.
Nah, it's not a great
pick. It's not a great draft.
It's for Jones, the way he drafted the last 2 years.
Chris Boucher. Which y'all feel about?
Roddy, last 2 years he picked that garbage.
He's a problem.
I don't like that pick.
Yes.
That was great for him.
But then you take Boucher. Hold on, Fred. Yeah. But then you take Boucher and you pair that up with Norman Powell. Like, I don't want that pair. That ain't the pair I want. Like, but
see, he said that once Giannis got the power forward center, like, you know, position on him,
right,
he felt comfortable coming into the draft with 3 bigs, so he didn't really have to go that crazy. That's why they got the Robert Covingtons, and then he got the Boucher.
So he drafted Gordon Hayward pretty much to replace Giannis at the small forward then.
Or to probably replace Kuzma as his keeper from last year. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said Gordon Hayward is going to be that dude. I could have swore he clowned Vel last year for having Hayward.
Yeah. I could have swore during the podcast before we actually drafted, he was against when we were saying Vel should kept Hayward in LA or whatever. I think he was against it.
Hey, Ern, you right, because I wasn't there, but I watched the replay. Jonas did say that.
Yeah.
Did say that. I put him out there, and all of a sudden you draft him.
Nah, I mean, maybe because he signed with Charlotte. That's probably why.
That could be.
Yeah. But I mean, me personally, like, you know, I like, you know, everybody like Hayward, but I don't trust him.
I do.
You know what I mean? Like, first of all, he ain't been right since he broke his ankle. That's number one. Number two, if he sprains his ankle, he's out a month. That's what happened in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He sprained his ankle, was out a month.
Yeah.
So you're going to a team where you're asked to be the guy. Like, they paid Nicholas Batum to run the offense to him. How that turned out?
Yeah.
So I mean,
well, you know,
it's a wait.
Well, you know, he down with Jumpman, so that was a love signing.
Yeah.
So hold on, Nuck. So where you put him?
Where I put him?
Face of the franchise, man.
Y'all put him in the top 5?
Yeah.
You having fun with this, ain't you?
I just want to hear. I you know, Vel. I just want to know. I want to know from the great Nuckster. Where is Jones?
You know what I've been doing? You know what I've been doing?
Is he in the top 5?
Yo, Heem, you know what I've been doing for real?
Ho. Is he in the top 5?
To me?
Yes.
No.
Oh, 6 looking in.
No. I mean, he did everything he was supposed to do in the draft, but I mean, look, that's my baby, but I'm not afraid of this team at all.
Right.
Like if I gotta go over there, like I'm looking at it like DeJounte Murray. What did he do from last year? When is he ever going to get good? Is this finally the year? Because they said that 3 years ago. Is this his year?
Yeah.
Okay, I see where you're going with it.
They said Caris LeVert's going to be Ginobili. That's what Steve Nash said out of him.
Wonderful.
Dennis Schroeder Dennis Schroeder was nice last year on OKC, 18 points. But yo, you're playing with LeBron and AD. So you're going to get in where you fit in. I think he's going to get his numbers, but it ain't like he gets assists, anything crazy like that. So you got, minimum scoring there. Like, to be honest with you, like when I look at his team, and I hate to break it down like this, but outside of Harden and Giannis, you got to rely on Gordon Hayward to be your big 3 for him.
Okay.
So I think he's going to be a tough matchup with anybody because you got a bunch of glue guys, utility guys that can do a little bit of everything. But when you already got DeJounte Murray, and you pick up none of these threes. That's what I'm like. I know he's proud of his team, but yo, I'm proud of mine too.
Everybody is.
like everybody's so comfortable and cocky coming into the season, bro. Like,
I guess when you put it like that, it does kind of make you feel like, I don't know, but I still think he's in the 5. I think you got a good argument.
I look at it like this. If you take the top 3 players off of everybody's team and cover those names up, what the hell the rest of it look like?
Okay.
I'm confident I can do that and still scrap enough to pull out some wins. You know what I mean?
When you put it like that,
other than Bill,
when you put it like that, if you put it like that for Jones' team, I don't know.
Because to me, he got a lot of question marks where it could be boom or bust. Like, I feel like if Chris Boucher snaps, like, he got a project on his head. Like, we also see him in the waivers in a couple weeks. Elfrid Payton, when has he ever been booed? You know what I'm saying? Like when?
I see what you're saying.
Kevin Luder, you're coming off the bench behind Bogdanovich, Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, Gallinari. Like, come on, like.
Right.
Where's the minutes? Where's the production? Norman Powell, I like Norman Powell, but he stayed hurt. Norman Powell was hurt all last year. He'll put up 30 points and go out. Robert Covington, he's in Portland. They already got Nurkic. They already got Dane. They already got CJ.
And they got Melo.
And Melo ain't going to just sit down for nobody. So now you're looking at another maybe 12 and 5, 12 and 6. He gets some things, gets some skills, which is good. And then DeJounte Murray, are we fixing him?
No. No.
I like Schroeder. I like Hayward, but only if Hayward is healthy. Of course, Alphabet, Sabonis. Are we really afraid of Gobert?
No. I've been saying that.
Well, not by itself, without the other two juggernauts. Yeah.
But what I'm saying, if you have two players that can get you 25 a night, the counter and Harden, are you afraid of this team?
No, that's why I said cover up your best three, and I'll put mine against yours.
And newsflash, Harden is getting traded.
I know he going somewhere.
It's going to happen, whether it's Philly, Miami, whatever. His production is going to take a hit. He's still going to be Harden, but he ain't going to be so Harden. Like the thing that made the team special last year was Harden going off for them 60-point triple doubles that basically took over a whole week for him.
You're talking about the last 3 years, Fred.
Yeah. So if Harden comes back to reality where it's like, all right, he might put up 30, a consistent 30-point game, are we really afraid of his team now if Harden comes back to earth?
Nah.
So is he in the playoffs though, right?
Nah, he's a playoff team.
He's a playoff team, yeah.
And honestly, he could mess around and be a top 5 team in rankings. But if I gotta play him in the playoffs, I'm not afraid.
No, he won't, Fred. He won't. He won't even win the division.
Ain't you in his division?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, Val, you say you're top 5? Top 5 dead or alive?
Man, I told you, man, that's a lot of good teams this year. So
man, it's top 5.
I can't really rank. I don't know.
I just read his whole roster. Do you think he's top 5?
Are you scared of his team?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Yo, if I have a top 5 team, you're gonna look at that week and be like, damn, I gotta go against him.
Nah, I don't know. Not at all.
To me, a top 5 team is when I'm looking at the schedule and trying to count how many players I got for that guy. That's top 5 to me. When I look at easy money, I'm like easy money. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I'm hurt or something like that. Come on, man.
Easy Money was a sleeper last year. I think he did worse this year, though.
Easy Money had he should have had an auto draft. He picked Easy and Anthony Edwards back to back.
Who did that?
Yo,
Who did that?
Easy Money.
He took him back to back.
Yeah.
I missed that. I didn't see that.
Yeah. So, you said this was Jones' best draft.
Last couple of years. Jones ain't been drafting good at all to me.
All right, so
I thought Jones had a good draft last year.
I'm the odd man out. Jones got a top 5 team.
No, he don't.
I didn't say that. I ain't say he was top 5 team. I said he had a great draft for him.
He's no top 5.
Is he top 5?
No.
Damn. All right.
Man, you got me on the fence now. I got to hear some other teams before now. Now I'm like, I don't know. You make a strong argument, counselor.
All right, let's keep going. Let's go to the process. That seems that the process continues. He snatched up Serge Ibaka, Wendell Carter, LaMelo Ball, Marcus Smart, Bobo, the Ball Portal, and then he picked up the guy Horton Tucker from LA. Why are we quiet? Not everybody should get one.
I think the process got another year.
Who team we talking about? The process? We talking about the process? All right.
Yeah.
I was looking at the
He
draft.
like the Sixers. He's still rebuilding.
Yeah, he rebuilding still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't make sense to me because I think he came into the draft with a team that was ready to win this year. And then I think he drafted like
I think somebody.
Roddy gave watch the boy back.
Huh?
I said Roddy gave watch back.
All right, Roddy, is Steve top 5?
No.
You got offended.
I did.
All right,
see what I mean? Like, but see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and take guys I like or that I think have some potential and let them figure themselves out. And then I'll get rid of one of them dudes and grab something else that I need in another area before I just waste a pick on taking a bowl. I just want to say that. Like, so
all right, so he's not top 5.
Yeah,
right.
I think he's still. I don't even know if he's gonna make the playoffs.
All right, let's just move on then. All right, DK. Brandon Clark, Thomas Bryant, Whiteside, Harrison Barnes, DeMarcus Cousins, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Richardson. You pair that up with Kyrie, D'Angelo Russell, CJ McCollum, DeRozan, and Embiid.
What was your 5?
What y'all think of DK?
Bubble playoff.
He's a what?
Bubble playoff because of his original starters.
You don't like his draft?
Bubble?
Nah.
Who didn't you like?
I did. Cause
real back, and I'll tell you one by one.
I mean,
his draft. Give me the draft picks.
Brandon Clark.
Okay.
Thomas Bryant.
Okay.
Hassan Whiteside.
Okay.
Hachimura.
I like him.
Harrison Barnes.
Okay.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Hopefully he's good, but right now, okay. He's coming off a double injury.
Josh Richardson.
He not even okay no more.
Yeah, come on.
No.
Man.
13 point guys. all these are Phillips. Help routers. Whatever you want to call them.
And Jordan Clarkson.
He's better than most. He's like the second, third draft pick he got.
I think DK did his thing.
I like DK, man. I don't like it.
I like his picks over Jones.
That's possible.
You said Jones had the best draft that he ever had.
Like I said, Jones can't
the best draft for him.
That's what I'm saying.
The same man that came in after one season in the gutter and came back in the championship, costing the draft. Come on.
All right, so is DK a top 5 team?
Nah.
Is DK a top 5 team?
Say it with your chest, Bill. Yes.
I didn't realize you were talking to me.
Yeah, is DK a top 5 to you?
I think he is, yeah.
What about you, Ern?
I'll give him that. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Roddy, what you think?
Yeah, he top 5.
What you think, he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think he top 5 too. All right, so look. Hold on. We read your squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so look, is Onka top 5, Ern?
Let me see. Give me 1 sec.
Say it with your chest, Aaron. No.
Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Nah, he's not. No, he's not.
What about you, Roddy?
Roddy dropped. He said, "Man, I gotta get off of here. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt feelings."
You can't hurt my feelings. Because guess what? My record gonna hurt all y'all feelings.
Now, Roddy back.
Just like
Roddy is on the top 5 team.
Who says Uncle top 5 team?
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle top 5 team.
Roddy trying to get a deal with Uncle.
What you think?
Top 5. Top 5.
What you think, Heem?
I think Uncle on the bubble.
All right. What you think, Vel?
I just looked at it. Yeah, I think he is. I just looked at his team.
Yeah, all right.
But I know you replacing him with Jones. That's probably your replacement, though, Nux.
See, yeah, I would have to. Yeah. See, yeah.
I say yeah.
Yeah.
That would make you think. That would make you think.
So look, I mean, because everybody kind of split with Jones' team as a top 5, so we can still.
Well, hold up, Nux. Let's do this.
No, I really don't think Jones is at said point.
I mean, you made a good point. Oh, read off team again. Read off team.
Yo, friend, read my team and then read your team, friend. I'm gonna put it up against the so-called best. Put it up there. I ain't scared nobody. Put it up there. Right, player for player.
Westbrook, Brogdon, Van Fleet, Oubre, Bazley, Julius Randle, DeAndre Ayton, Vucevic, Bertans, Shake Milton, Dragic, Derek White, Halliburton.
Read your squad, Fred.
All right. Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Devontae Graham, Jason Tatum, Jokic, Marketing, Miles Turner, Steven Adams, Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, Evan Fournier, Darius Garland, and Nerlens Noel.
All right. Now 1 through 13, you ain't matching nothing up with my squad.
What?
I'm just saying, you just looking past my squad.
Oh,
you looking past my squad.
Who said that?
I know you're solid.
Bro.
You looking past my squad.
Hold on. I said you're a top 5 team.
I know
I
that,
did
but
too.
I want everybody else to
He trying to tell you he top 1.
I told you top 5.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying. You ain't just gonna look past my squad. Just like you said.
I never said that.
I know you. I'm not saying you did, buddy. I just want you to hear it.
I said you were top 5.
I know that. I just want everybody else to hear that. Ain't this podcast going to the whole league?
Yeah.
I want everybody here. So I ain't the squad. Easy money, Emma. Am I easy money? Or you saying, damn, I gotta play on?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So why ain't our top 5 team, Mr. Bubble Heem and Mr. Ex-Steeler fan, Ern?
I'm an ex-Steeler fan.
I'm gonna call you an ex-Steeler fan.
You taking the Steeler card?
Ain't no more. That's crazy.
Well,
you ain't no Steeler fan.
You know what? I just said I had to revise it because if I think about Jones, then I really can't put him in there.
Well, if you take off Jones,
like pre-podcast, yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at because that's how I started looking at it. Take off a team's top 3, and then what do you have left after that top 3? And like, if you take off Jones' top 3, I think he looks like easy money.
Damn.
I can't say that about like you take off on your team. Who would be considered your top 3?
Westbrook.
That you consider.
Westbrook, Ayton. And honestly, I'm saying Oubre right now.
And Oubre?
What about the other boy, the other center?
Oh, I like them, man. I'm just saying I like them.
I'm just saying, but then if you still look at it, even if he say Oubre, let him say Oubre.
Yeah.
Let him say Oubre. Even if he says Oubre, then you take off Ayton, Oubre, and Rush, you're still looking at Brogdon, Van Fleet. I'm not even gonna say this other dude's name, but you know, Bertans. I'll give Dragic some love. I'll give White some love. I'm not sure about Halliburton, and I'm not
cut
shake. I'm not gonna get no love shake, but I'll get. So
I got
there you go.
So I can't.
I give on top 5 with that. Okay,
I gotta say yeah.
I gotta give on top 5 with that.
Yeah, I gotta say yeah.
All right, let's go to
Roddy, back looking good, man.
Highlights on me.
He does.
Yeah.
On 5, Joe. On 5.
I'm hating, Roddy.
I'm getting a 5.
Yeah, on 5.
Yeah, in the 5.
All right, we got
5.
We got Vel. Steph Curry. Or y'all want me to just go through his draft picks first?
Yeah, go through his draft picks.
All right, Bogdanovich, Kevin Love, Al Horford, Deshaun Holmes, Mike Conley, Derrick Rose, Gary Harris, Eric Gordon.
I like Vel. Vel got a little problem on the low.
I'm proud of my nephew, top 5.
All right, what you think, Ernst?
Ernst, study. I ain't gonna look. My feelings ain't gonna be hurt, bro.
No, it's not. No. You right. He right there on the bubble because you got guys that. See, you kind of did what I did. Like, I mean, like Michael Porter. You're just kind of going with your gut feeling on what you think the end result is going to be. So you're taking a shot. And with Grant going, he has the opportunity. It's just, is he going to show up? Derrick Rose, I don't know. He's sitting there already conceding halfway to that rookie, so I don't know what he going to look like.
Listen, I ain't worried about Rose, bro.
Eric Gordon. No, I'm using the same premise like I use with Unk and Jones and everybody else. If I take off your top 3, and it's funny the way you got your lineup set, I can actually scroll the screen and take your top 3 right off and still see everybody else. Yeah. And without Booker, LeBron, and Curry, it's like looks like you got the pieces. Some of the guys, I'm just not sure until they play and we see what they look like. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I think he bubbled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I respect Love if he healthy, if he playing. I respect Mike Conley. Christian Wood, we're going to see. If he can have the same situation like he did in Detroit last year, he should be solid. We'll see about Michael Porter. We'll see about Derrick Rose, Gary Harris. I wouldn't have never picked him up, but okay.
Not him.
Eric Gordon used to be one of my guys, but I kind of got off that bandwagon, but he's still productive. And now, with the situation going on in Houston, he should go back to his usual role.
Yeah, Harden going, you already know what's going to happen with him.
Yeah, so and I'm not sure about Holmes neither, Rashawn Holmes. So I'm saying like I'm on the fence.
Sounds good.
All right. Next, we're gonna go to Hing. All right, so Colin Sexton, Tobias Harris, Montrezl Harrell, Brook Lopez, Duncan Robinson, Lou Will, DeAndre Jordan, and
it was Joe.
Ingles.
Yeah, but I dropped Ingles.
Hey, y'all in that waiver wire already?
Yeah, it was open.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
I know it was open. I was telling you earlier. I just didn't do it.
What you think, Roddy?
As far as what, a top 5 or playoff team?
Top 5.
See, I already got my top 5 teams in my head, and mine's not included. So I'm gonna say Hughes is not a top 5, but Hughes is definitely a playoff team, and it's a scrappy team. Period. So he can sneak up in there.
What you think? Oh,
he got to make some trades to be top 5. And we'll work something out, nephew.
What about his team is not top 5?
No, he's not top 5.
You didn't like the what picks did you like?
I like his picks.
Oh yeah, I like his.
I don't think he's top 5 even with the starters.
All right, so look.
That's the model pick,
Jones was talking a little trash. He said he couldn't believe that he picked Colin Sexton with the first pick.
I don't like that neither, but hey, you want a future point guard, I'm assuming.
So what was the
I had it plugged up.
What was the story behind that pick?
Plugged up. That's why
Well, I had the 3rd pick overall, so I mean, I had to wait to see who was there. Middleton was my top, but he was gone. And then the next guy was Sexton. And then the next guy was Harris.
You got both.
Yeah, I just went down my list.
What you think, Well?
Yeah.
Bell lost.
No, I'm not.
This is.
I think he on the bubble.
Not the bubble.
Yeah, he on the bubble.
All right, we got I'm gonna move the Dedro for the sake of time. Oladipo, Bogdanovich for Atlanta, Tristan Thompson, Zubac, Aaron Gordon, Kuzma, Melo, and Dinwiddie.
Fans, keep going. Just keep going. Next.
Somebody got my mouse out there.
He not a top 5 team.
Next, please.
All right, so look, he got all that paired up with QB, AD, Bam, Tyler Hero, and Chris Paul.
It's kind of hard when you got that firepower, though. He got a lot of firepower up front, though.
What didn't you like about it? I like the Depot and Bogdanovich, but I don't like.
He in the playoffs for sure.
I don't like his big paired up.
Who we talking about?
Dedro. He got two of the best bigs in the game with Bam and AD, but he paired him up with Zubac and Tristan Thompson. Man, like you might as well don't even draft big if you're going to draft him. But I like Aaron Gordon.
I'm just wondering. Well, you know what? I'm just wondering what Kuz, Hero, Anthony, Dinwiddie, and Zubac. I'm just wondering how much they really got to give you.
I think Dinwiddie's straight.
Yeah, Dinwiddie gonna get burned regardless.
I think
Hero's not gonna trade for him.
Hero's straight, especially if they trade hard and ship Heroes to Houston. That could be a lottery ticket. But that's a big if. Kuz, I don't know, man. Kuz is like last year. He might not even be worth owning.
Yeah.
Kuz gets traded, man.
Yeah, he definitely getting traded.
The Zubac, I didn't like that, especially with Serge Ibaka starting.
Yeah.
And Tristan Thompson, I'm like, I mean, Boston got so many options at the big that you don't know where they're gonna go. Tristan Thompson,
good. And they weird with it.
Yeah.
But I like the Depot and Bogdanovich pick.
I'll give him those picks.
That's just me.
Well, is Depot healthy?
No.
I mean, he picked him in the 8th round. He picked him in the 8th or 9th round. So I mean, who wouldn't take Depot in the 8th or 9th round?
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. But is he a top 5? He was top 5 coming in with his keepers, but now that the draft is on top of that, is he a top 5?
I think he's a playoff team.
Playoff team, but not top 5.
Yeah, okay. I agree with that.
And I got him on the bubble for a playoff team, to be for real.
A bubble?
That firepower?
AD and KD?
AD and KD?
If you look at his team, he's got about, this is just my guesstimation, but if you look at his team, I would say, like, some of us, like, you know what I mean, everybody got leaks. Like, you know, Fred said it one time best, like, you know what I mean, like, if you ain't striving to make your team perfect, then what you doing? Like, so everybody got holes, you know what I mean? Some got bigger holes than others, but I just think he got about a good 4, 5, 6 gaps that I just don't know about, like, on his roster. And so is AD and KD going to do that type of heavy lifting to fill in for about 5 or 6 guys?
Nah, they can't do that.
Nah.
So would you put it over Jones?
Yeah, because I think he got as much firepower, if not a little bit more, than Jones. Because he can match it. See, what Jones used to beat up on them little teams all the time back in the day was the fact that Jones, it was hard to compete with the whole Giannis and Harden factor. You know what I mean? But AD and KD going to be able to handle that on their own. And then he's still coming back at Jones with Bam. I mean, he's still coming back at Jones with Depot. You got Chris Paul. You got Bogdanovich. You know what I mean? So I think he can handle Jones.
Yeah.
Top 5 team too, yo.
So, all right, we're gonna move on to Ryan. Eric Bledsoe, Gallinari, Derek Favors, Seth Curry, Jeremy Grant, Wiseman, Jeff Teague, and Danny Avila.
He ain't going to the playoffs. He ain't going to the playoffs.
So what's his what's the other guy?
Yeah. Damian Lillard, Eric Bledsoe, De'Aaron Fox, Gallinari, John Collins, Pascal Siakam, Andre Drummond, Derek Favors, Seth Curry, Jeremy Grant, Wiseman, Teague, Danny Avila.
Nah.
That ain't it.
Nah.
That ain't it.
That ain't it.
Nah, man, he ain't gonna make the playoffs. I think he did worse this year.
Roddy, that ain't it.
He had a lot of potential coming in, but I don't know what he was doing. He was tired during the draft. He was like, he was tired during the draft. Got tired.
I wasn't tired. I was watching the game.
All right, we ready to go into the butchers. John Wall, Blake Griffin, Marvin Bagley, Marcus Paul, OG, Obi Toppin, PJ Watson, and Lou Dort.
Get off me. What we said we talking about here?
Butcher, Roddy.
We're talking about Roddy. I like Roddy's squad. I think his guard play is solid. I mean, Blake, we all know what Blake can do. If just Blake would do what the hell Blake can do and stop fucking around.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like Washington. I drafted PJ Washington last year. I mean, it was like the 13th round, but I like Washington. So I personally like Washington. I dropped him, then couldn't get him back. That's another story. And then and I like Kobe White. I mean, he was one of my targets. He was on my top 45 list going into the draft. You know what I mean? So I had, if I was able to get him, I had high hopes. You know what I mean, for him. So I mean, me personally, overall, I like Roddy's team. I think he got one of them teams that, looking at it, you might not really think much going in, but then when you look up, he could be on your ass, and you be like, "Damn, where'd that come from?" But
the top 5.
I'll put Roddy there for now. I'll put Roddy there.
What you think? Top 5?
I'll put Roddy there.
He's definitely top 5 as long as he stay healthy.
Yeah, because he got some guys I like. I mean, they're like unknowns, but I actually like them. I had them on my list, so you know what I mean. I can't prove that because I would have went to war with the same dudes. Like,
Zoe, what you think?
I think he's definitely top 5, bro.
All right, what you think?
Another overtopping pick. That young boy gonna snap this year.
What you say? I think Roddy got a bubble top 5. I think he got a boomer bust team, but I think he a playoff squad.
Okay. All right, Roddy, what you think of? I think that's pretty much it. We don't even really have 5. Because look,
we don't.
Roddy. Who else?
Nah, it's you, and PK. That's it. Everybody else can fit in what he get in.
Well, we gotta have a 5 though. So if
I'm not gonna make a 5 if I don't have a 5. I'm just being honest. Everybody listen, Earn team, Bell team, Heen team, like in my team, we can all slide up and down. players and it's boom or bust. I know my starter boom or bust based off these injuries. So I'm not gonna put myself in top 5. I gotta see what it does. We only have a solid top 3 if you ask me. That's me personally.
Well, yeah, if you go to that solid top 3, then it all changes.
Yeah.
It definitely changes. If you go a solid top 3, then Bale has to be in the top 5. You know what I mean? Like, that juggernaut top 3 is important. You know what I mean? So that changes the whole scope of a lot of stuff.
So would Dedro be in the top?
Dedro?
Because his top 3 is who? KD,
Davis, Kevin Durant, and Bam.
Yeah, but I think that the problem with Dedro's team is there is a ravine between his top maybe 4 or 5 players and the rest of them dudes. Like where it's not even close. So I mean, when you look at the overall package of top 5,
like the top 3 on the same level.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like when you look at the overall package of top 5, I compare what's your top 3 compared to the rest of your guys, compared to another team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I can take your top 3, match your top 3 with this guy's top 3. Now after they're out the way, now what's everybody on the list? What do they look like? And I think his drop off, like I said, he got about 5 or 6 guys on his team I can see in the waiver wire over the next coming weeks. Like, I mean, you shouldn't have that many going into the season on your team that's literally probably dropping.
So by that metrics, is Jones the top 5 now?
Let me go back and look at Jones' team again.
Yo, Roddy.
We always end up on his team, yo.
So look,
with Jones,
it's safe to say there ain't no top 5 now. It's just good teams and bad teams.
Yeah. I mean, it's different ways to gauge it.
We could just drop the top 5 stick all together and say we got.
I can tell you like this. Let's make it a little bit more simple. Well, at least for me anyway. Let's make it more simple. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you like this. I think Rip City, Easy Money, the process continues. And for right now, until I see it, I'm gonna say Cream for Life don't make the playoffs. I'll put it like that.
Nah. I agree with 3 of them. I think Dedro gonna make the playoffs.
Well, if you think Dedro makes the playoffs, who you bump out the playoffs?
So it's 4, right?
Yeah.
All right. So my playoff team is coming into the season.
You had it knocked out already?
I don't. No, I'm just looking at the teams now. So I say Rip's out. Easy Money definitely out. But I can't even say Easy Money will find his way in there. I don't know. Easy Money. The process
is dead. I'm a secret.
Fred, Lean, and Jones.
Wait a minute.
Yo, I think Ern, you want to out. Like I think that auto draft, man. I can't
when you ever known that to happen?
Yo, all right. So look, if I'm comparing your team to cream of the crop, it's tough. Like Chris Paul, Oladipo, Bogdanovic, Kevin Durant, AD, Bam, Tristan, Zubac, I got the experts out. Kuzma, I got to take him out. Damn.
Exactly.
Oh fuck, damn, Dedro. I thought, yeah, Dedro might not make the playoffs, man. I'm sorry. Never mind. I take that back, man. I take that back. Because at least
I'm gonna get my top 5. I'm gonna get my top 5.
Gave you like the TJ Warrens and you know what I'm saying, like and Markelle Fultz. I give him that. I don't like all those shooting guards. You know how I feel about them every step forward. But your boy got a lot of drop over people that can really be tough.
Yeah.
And I don't think Dedro's active enough to really make the changes that he need to make.
That he needs.
What happened?
Trading or waiver wire.
Yeah. All right, what's your top 5, he? Or who's your playoffs? We ain't even gonna do top 5 no more.
Are you gonna do playoff bottomed out?
Yeah, bottomed out.
I agree with the bottom out. I agree with I think it's that 4.
Those 4.
Yeah.
And like I thought I was blinded by AD and KD and Bam. Like, and then you put AD, KD, and Bam, and then you pair up Luka, Paul George, and Bill, and then you round out the rest of the team. You got a lot more droppable guys.
Yeah.
I'm still mad at your auto draft though. I know that you would have drafted something different than that. You can make that shit up. I know you gonna.
Hey man, I put the list on the message board for you. Like,
fuck that list. I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm not going off of computer love. I'm talking about Earn. I know Earn.
I only had a couple scenarios I was going for real. I only had a couple scenarios.
You're telling me the auto draft did exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, because I only had a couple scenarios. If which I knew I probably wasn't gonna get those dudes, but the only thing that would have changed is if Tobias Harris or Gordon Hayward happened to fall. I wouldn't even have snatched Middleton. If Tobias Harris or Gordon Hayward would have happened to fall, then they would have been the first pick, hands down.
So let me ask you this: how high are you on Markelle Fultz?
I looked at him like this. I've been dreading giving up Kyle Lowry for a while now, like for a few seasons. You know what I mean? But I know Lowry was getting older too, but he still had a lot of good years left. So I knew going in, like I was going to search for another point guard that I could pair up with Luka because I didn't want to keep putting all the pressure on him from the point guard position. So I looked at all the dudes that was going to be available. I knew I wasn't going to get the Drew Holidays. I kind of fell into a diamond in the rough with Luka, so I wasn't going to take the chance of drafting like the LaMelo Balls and all that type of stuff, trying to find another, shining star or something. So I was like, well, Fultz, he's sitting out there. I'm a DJ Augustine guy, so I watch him. I knew they got rid of Augustine and set him packing. So that told me they was handing the keys to Fultz. He was a former number 3 overall pick.
Number one.
Number one.
So number 1 overall pick. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, if he's sitting there floating, I'm just going to take him off the potential factor. You know what I mean?
So forget all that. Let me just get to the point. Would you trade him?
Would I trade him?
Yeah.
Not before the season started, no.
Okay.
Not before the season started.
Well, I can tell you this: being here in Florida, they real high on him down here.
When the season starts, you would consider trading.
Depending on what's going on in the pieces that's for him, yeah. The pieces that the trade, details, depending on all that.
Take that jacket off.
But I normally like to wait till the numbers start dropping because, you know what I mean? Because I always looked at it like if I drafted dude, I drafted him off the speculation that I thought he was going to be something. So I don't, if you notice, I don't do a lot of before season trading after the draft. Well, I really don't do it at all too much because I like to see the numbers start dropping first before I just start throwing guys around willy-nilly.
Well, let me get straight to the point. Just keep your phone lines open during the season.
I heard that.
I'm just getting to the point, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Fultz was like my number 1 target in the draft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I knew where I was going to draft. I wasn't going to get the guys that everybody was taking.
Yeah.
So I felt like he had a lot of high upside.
And I felt the same way. But you remember, me and you both had our first picks was in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Me and you both had first picks in the 4th. So you was in the same mindset that I was then.
Yeah, like I was coming. Onk snatched up Brogdon because he was high.
Yeah.
Like I wanted Brogdon, Fultz, and then Marketing was like last.
Okay.
And I wanted Marketing because I like the upside if he's healthy.
Yeah.
I skipped out because Jones snatched up Sabonis last year, so I was pissed about that. So I wanted to get that guy, a guy that's similar to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good pick because I was like, all right, when I thought the auto pick was great, mess you up that first pick, and then Fultz got snatched. I was like, all right, cool. I just didn't understand the Dylan Brooks like in the 7th round because Dylan Brooks was ranked so low, I thought you could have snuck him in like round 8 or 9.
Right. Yeah, probably could have, but my thing is, if I wasn't going to be there to kind of dictate it, then I wasn't going to play around with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, well, if I'm sitting there, I can kind of see how things is flowing and I can dictate it. But if I'm not sitting there, then I can't dictate it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up. So, who's your bottom 4? Instead of top 5, we just gonna go bottom 5.
The same 4 you guys pick.
Would you feel?
What are you telling me? It's my problem.
Talking to me?
Yeah, same 4.
Yeah, I agree with the same 4, bro. Based on the team.
All right, yeah, let's really get up out of here, man.
All right, man.
Hey, Fred, let me make an announcement, man.
What's up?
Hey, yo.
When their fire stick done, holler at me.
All right, you hear that?
Oh, we ordered our fire sticks, so I'll be hollering at you soon. Let me tell you that.
Yo.
I already got 3 of them.
$20 a month.
All right.
You get everything.
Okay.
And I get all the fights, all the games, everything.
Everything.
On the fire stick?
On the fire, all the fights.
Stick.
Yo, every fight that come on, I watch that. All pay-per-views.
Oh yeah. Because we bought the fight. We bought the fight a couple weeks ago.
Yo, Roddy, you watched the fight at my crib, right?
I ain't know.
Yeah.
And you don't have to keep, if you don't want it, just cut it off. It's $20 a month.
Gotcha.
Every 30 days is $20.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't want it anytime, no questions asked, I just won't cut it on.
Yo, all NFL, all NBA,
everything, man.
Everything.
You even got UK. You like original football in UK. It got that.
Yeah.
Everything runs smooth. It's like 650 local channels too, so you can watch your games. Like if you're a Steelers fan, you can watch this.
I heard that. I'll be hitting you up on that. I need that league pass for the NBA.
Bro,
yeah,
it's there, man.
I had mine for like 3 or 4 years now. It's official.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
All right, that's what it is.
Any bold predictions before we head out?
That's league price, $20. You can't beat.
You right. Hold on. What's the bold predictions?
Unc already made his.
Oh, the Basie and
yeah. He made his bold prediction.
Hey, Roddy, you still got Cat on the block?
Always.
Ooh. I heard that.
Yeah, Roddy, I'm still sweating.
Yeah.
Can I hear my no? I just want to hear my no, bro. That's all.
Oh, what, for the deal?
Yeah, I want to hear my no.
Oh man, I never say no. I just say everything's always pending until further notice. That's all. Like,
okay, I can respect that.
I mean, you know what the cats used to say, man. I'd rather take a slow yes than a fast no. Like,
got you.
Yo, Lavelle, Cats on the block.
Lavelle play too much. Everybody
always coming at me, man, talking about I play too much with these
trades. Play too much, man.
Hey,
I've been sitting on Reed for I don't know how long.
I'm good people, man. I'm not good people, Reed.
Hey, Roddy.
Don't mess with Vel. Don't mess with Vel, yo.
Oh my God, now my name Mud. That's crazy. Yo, I'm looking for a bid.
If you respond back to him, he'll leave you on.
You ain't the only one
on unread.
I'm trying to upgrade the big position. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't got nothing for you.
I want to big.
As long as you coming correct.
Yeah, Unc got them all.
Yeah, Unc got them all. He got all of them.
Sure do.
Go to Unc.
All right, I'll be hollering at Unc.
Oh wow, seriously?
I know me and Unc gonna be fighting now.
You want Cat?
Say it again, bro.
You like Cat?
That ship is sail with man.
That ship sail.
That ship sail, man.
That ship sail. We ain't even discuss that.
All right, well, that's right.
That was your offer.
Hey, you good? You ain't going no good?
They gotta do that pre-draft.
I'm good.
I think he only
I'm good.
What's up? You good?
Yeah, at the moment, we're gonna start watching these numbers drop, man. I treat this thing like Wall Street, man. You know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah. Stock
market. Sometimes the price of rice in China go up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so
you straight?
I'm gonna trust in my research and wait till the numbers fall.
Oh, you good?
Oh yeah.
All right, well, there it is. No trade.
It's going, hey, yo, Fred. But the wave is going to happen like always between week 2 and week 4. That wave comes every year. That wave comes every year.
Or make a deal with Rowdy.
I might make that deal with Rowdy, man.
Look, hey, don't do that to my name, man. Come on.
Hold on, can we get a
smart man? Don't mess with Vel. Vel ain't going.
Hold on. Oh,
it'll be next year. Vel say, "Oh, you want to do that deal from last year?"
Can we get a verbal agreement?
Huh?
Can we get a verbal agreement?
Not yet, man. I'm still sweating.
Oh, what's up? I got something brewing. Look.
I'm nervous about doing that too.
Yo, I'm not an all trade discussion.
Yeah, right. Until next week, and then he'll trade something like, it changed.
Hey, it might. I'm not gonna lie to you, it might. As of right now,
yeah.
You know, once some numbers drop, if they rise or they fall, then that's gonna change everything.
Exactly, Fred. That's where I'm at with it.
What are the numbers?
That's where I'm at with it.
Everybody looks good on paper.
Yeah.
Everybody looks good on paper.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's why, like, this top 5 really don't mean nothing till they play.
And to be honest with you, like, until the numbers start dropping, I know at least for me, you really don't know how to even tweak the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You got to start seeing the numbers to know, how to tweak the squad. I mean, you can always see some glaring stuff. Like, I know I need a big, but I don't know who I need to give up to try to go get said big. You know what I mean? Like, so I kind of got to wait for the numbers to figure all that out. You said who?
Some of y'all already doing it, ain't y'all? Y'all been in the waiver wire, right?
I ain't been in yet. I've looked.
I grabbed something.
I got my watch list made up, but I ain't put nothing yet.
I felt Ingles out there though for you, Val.
I'm great though. Driving out there for y'all.
Then, you giving up on Dragic already?
I don't know. That don't even make sense.
I see something out there I want.
He ain't dropping no Dragic. Stop. He ain't dropping no Dragic. Stop.
Nah, he dropping.
I'm just doing a lot of smoke and mirrors.
He like trade.
Seriously.
Right. He want to trade him, right?
Yeah, he want to trade him
for Dragic.
I see something I want.
All right,
you should talk to some of them other cats in the bottom that ain't getting in the playoffs. They'll probably take over.
Hey, D-Drill. I need Graham from you, and I need Curry from you.
That's Ryan. That's Ryan.
Oh, that's Ryan. Okay. Yeah. Ryan. Hey, I need them too.
No, what did he say? He said Graham and Curry, didn't he?
No, Graham Curry.
Oh.
Oh, Seth Curry.
Yeah, you talking about Seth? Yeah.
Yeah, Seth.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all.
What you want Seth Curry for?
I'm getting off here.
Man, I like them both, man.
You already got Shake.
Don't worry about it. I like them both.
What that mean?
Might have to go.
You have more than 160?
All right.
Hey, one might have to go, man.
All right. I heard that.
All right, fellas.
All right,
y'all.
All right, man.
Give me that big, yo.
See y'all on Sunday.
Hey, give me a big.
You can get one, and I don't want none of your big three either.
Yo, ain't it Saturday?